Hello everybody, welcome to the final episode of the Tamagotchi RE-Connection series here. Now originally this wasn't going to be the final and stuff like that, but to be honest, I learned some interesting things about the wonderful special character here. So let's get on to the first thing. As you see there, special character looks a bit weird. Fun fact about him, he is an adult. That means the special character that comes from the oldies goes from the baby one stage to adult. There's no in between. There's no child, teen to adult. No, it's just baby to man. And that's the whole evolution line apparently. So it's weird to think about that, but that's how they did it. So got baby to man evolution. So I figured today would be the final episode. I actually went and grabbed batteries, so we'll be starting the next series tomorrow. So be excited for all that fun. But as you see here, we got the wonderful Tama here. And another fun fact about this Tama here is it is one of the few virtual pets that actually has crossed into the Digimon universe. So, I forget the name of the Digimon version of this character, but like Wizardmon, this Tamagotchi has crossed over to the digital world, which follows a whole concept that they tried setting up in the Digimon universe, which was that there's a Digimon world, the human world, and then there's like more layers above that or whatever. Weird concept, but I guess that's how Bandai wanted to do crossovers and stuff like that, which they still do. Like you got to see that with like, was it the Metabots and stuff like that. I'd love to see more Tamagotchi crossovers in Digimon, especially if they become like more grotesque versions of like whatever characters. Like this one becomes a really grotesque version of himself. It's just funny to me to have that like weird continuation of something. Okay, sorry. But yeah, we're now just at this weird adult stage. So this will be the final episode, which is insane to think about because I spent like so long doing this. Oh, as I move the desk, because I spent so long hyping up this device and getting ready, and then finally doing this series, and now we're at this end point. So it's so weird to think about that, because I came back to do YouTube a lot more seriously because of these devices, and now we're at the point where it's just over in a way, which is insane to think about. And I do want to thank everyone who has been watching all my series and stuff like that. It's been really helpful, and I'm glad a lot of people enjoy it, and I'm glad that everyone just has been having a grand old time. And then at this point, we're over 200 subscribers, which is amazing to think about that. It's like just crazy to think that so many people are enjoying this. I know the next series won't be Tamagotchi, it'll be Digimon, but we will be returning to Tamagotchis at some point. I just wanted to do a redo of an older series I had on my like older social platforms. I look back at that older series and I hate it, and I'm like, let's do a redo of it and do it in this modern style, plus go over with it with multiple Digimon instead of just one singular one and the Wonder Swan itself. So we'll be running 2 Digimon and 1 Wonder Swan unit. So it'll be a really weird series, but I'm really glad to actually get into it and have that whole, like, fun bit there with it. But, just really excited about to, I've just been really excited. I'm like, ooh, it's weird to be at this stage. But yeah, these devices so far, I guess I should do a whole, like, overview of them. If you are curious about wanting these devices, I do recommend actually getting them. These devices keep a lot of the older features of the Tamagotchis and does a really good job at incorporating the Japanese and Western sides of the Katai and the V3. And I mean this very seriously. Like, this probably has to be like one of the best like modern remakes of a Tamagotchi. Instead of just being a carbon copy clone like the Gen 1 and 2, these actually come in with their own unique styles, and they do things different from the originals, and you get to experience like something that's very unique, but also very similar in a way. And if you've never had a V3 or a Katai, it doesn't matter if you don't need that experience from before. I just recommend getting these devices. Show Bandai that this is like the correct step of doing these type of like remakes. And so far of Bandai remakes, this is actually a really good one. I've seen other ones where they've been a whole dumpster fire. So congrats to the Tamagotchi team who did these awesome reconnections here, because they did a fantastic job on it. There is a few issues, I say, but overall, they did a really good step. They did a lot of really good coding and stuff like that. I don't know how to describe it, but they did everything very correctly with these devices, where I feel like if I do complain about them, it does feel like nitpicks in a way, because like the issues I've had besides just the games being too long is like the food items kind of being useless and stuff like that, which that's like kind of those are very nitpicky type things. The game one, you can sort of take that. So I guess if Bandai, if you are listening to this video or watching it, when you do the next device, try putting one of these shorter mini games as one of the first two options, instead of making it the instead of making it bump and get beat or whatever, because these two are not that great of starter games. But overall, the game selection on this device has been really good. All of them are really awesome. Get Music is a really fun little I don't know how the Kaboom style game, I guess that's the proper way of saying it. Bump is a weird little style, like there's like strategy to it and everything like that. Very interesting style game. Flag is a very fun color coordination type game. It tricks you and does all these little tricks and everything. It does get boring after you get used to it, but to be honest, it is still very fun, and it does still easily can trick you over time. Heading is probably one of my favorites of the whole device, and if anyone's played Heading on the older devices, you know this has become like one of the most major upgrades, and it's just like, wow, amazing to look at it and be like, see it now. And memory, I think that one has been majorly improved, especially because from the V1 aspect of it. I don't know if this had like what it was like on the original V3, but I played like a memory game on the original V1, and you had to remember which pattern dance move. And with this one, you actually get to like visual indications of the moves. So I think this is a bit of a better method of a memory game. Sprint is just simple button masher, which I feel like that one could be slightly adjusted a bit more. I don't know. That one was okay, but Hoops was another okay one. So overall, pretty decent selection of minigames. You're not going to get bored with this device really easily. It's been really fun to actually sit down and play each of the minigames with them. And overall, most of the minigames do not last too long in a way. You can complete most of them in a minute. And speaking of this, we're just going to give them food, because I'll be honest, at this point, not going to do too much interesting things with them. But overall, I did like a lot of the items. I love the Gotchi King, learning about the little hidden secrets, learning about the weird hidden shop menus and stuff like that. Like, overall, these devices have done so much in different ways. Like, the updating of the connection formulas, and like, they just did so many things that just make them pop out in a way. I know this probably won't be a good review, but I do heavily recommend these devices. I do recommend people actually go out there and give them a shot, just because they did things that were so unique to these devices, or I guess more unique to the modern style in a way. And I really hope that soon we will see modern updates of the N-Tama/V4 and the 4.5 and the Uratama, and then the Family Tree at some point in Music Star. I would love to have more of these sort of modern remakes that take elements from the Japanese and American sides of the devices. Especially for, like, the later ones. I would love to see an N-Tama remake, because I love the N-Tama. It does so many unique ideas and stuff like that. So, seeing these current Tamagotchi connections does get me really excited for the future. And if more doesn't happen, I'm glad that they're one attempt at it. so far. There might be more, who knows? But as I'm saying right now, I'm so glad that these have become really awesome, solid devices. And at some point, I'll rerun them again. And I'll probably buy more shells, to be honest. Because I am not a big fan of this pink one, but I love this blue one. And to be honest, the other shell options that exist out there are really cool as well. So I'll probably be buying more of these, especially if they keep up with the weird style of remaking them like these. If they do another comic book shell with the connections, day one buy, immediately. And I would love to see more shell variety with that. Don't know if they'll actually do that or not. I know they're still trying to milk the Gen 1 and Gen 2 for everything it has, but I would love to see a little bit of the shell customization with these as well. So hopefully we get that. Hopefully. And that's just pretty much it for now, I guess. I do want to show off some items before we do go, because I think I bought some cool stuff. I guess here, let's see. Ooh, a trumpet. Let's buy that. Okay, we're apparently going to get into more items, apparently. So, let's do a trumpet here. Where is it? Oh, there we go. I love all the little hidden details with this stuff. It's like, ooh, got a little hidden music thing. More snacks for the boy. Because I'm not going to sit there and play too many long games with them. Didn't want to make this too long of an episode because I really don't have much to talk about, and I didn't want to sit there and bore y'all with playing mini games over and over again. I just wanted to give my own little insights over these devices and how they've been very enjoyable experiences overall. There you go, a little watch animation. And you've seen me run this device for 5 generations, and it was really interesting. We got to see a huge variety of Tamagotchi, which I think we only had one repeat over the whole entire series, really, for like the adult stages. The children's stages, there's not too many of them for variety's sake, but overall there was still like a huge swath of characters. So I think these are like really good devices. These are really well made, and just I'm excited. I don't know, it's just hard to say anything. Like, these have been just such a positive experience, and I am very glad that I got to play these with everyone as they got them as well. It's been really awesome to see other people talk about them. It's been cool to have the community insight, and just the growth of it all was really awesome. So I guess that's going to be the end of it for right now, because we don't have much more to do. The only thing left for this dude is to get married, and to be honest, I'll probably take out the battery before we get to that stage, so that at a later point we can, if I do decide to revisit these connections, then we can have immediate marriage possibilities with the character. So that's going to be the end of it for right now. Thank y'all for watching, and we will see you next time in a new digital series. So that's pretty much it. Bye. Woohoo! I'm trying to go slap a battery in one of these boys. Well, I don't know if I'm going to run this one, but one of these bricks, because I got 4 of them. Well, I actually got 5 of them, but gotta pick which ones I'm wanting to do. So that's it for right now, so see ya later. Bye.